King Pookie Nation. This is your boy King Pookie coming in the house talking about WandaVision. WandaVision just came out January the 15th. I'm gonna be talking about breaking down, what happened in episode one and episode two. There's two episodes in each on every Friday. Um, so this week I'm gonna be talking about one and two. Um, I'm gonna be talking episode one, and then make another video about episode two. So WandaVision is Vision and Wanda from the Marvel, from the Marvel universe. Um, they it's like Wanda is like it's a made up story, like a made up TV show, and it's based on the 1950s, like the Dick Van Dyke show and I Love Lucy show. So yeah, so we see them coming. They just got married, and they're gonna move into this new house, and you see them, coming from the honeymoon, Vision and Wanda, and they, come to this house. I think it was 3800. Um, I don't know the exact address. I think it was 3800. I'm not sure, but yeah. Then Wanda, she uses like her magic, because she like changes the sign to say sold. The house is sold. So then Vision see, he didn't go into the house, and you know how Vision walk through doors. Um, he walks through, like he was in a, like opening the door, and and he dropped the Wanda on the ground, because he went to the door. So then yeah, so then in the scene where Wanda is she goes and tells Vision, that I'm gonna make you a meal that you know that if you want, what do you want to eat, and that stuff is, and how Vision, he's just a robot. He's not like human. He doesn't eat. So he says, you know you could make it, but I'm not gonna eat it. So, and then she goes to the refrigerator, and she sees it's empty, and she's like, and so then um they see there's like this um date on the calendar, um on January the 23rd of 2023. Well, actually, you don't see 2023 on it. It's an Easter egg. So but yeah, so they don't know what it means. They're trying to figure out what is this heart supposed to mean, So but they were like, I don't know, maybe is like anniversary or something, and they don't know what it is. So then they they think it's gonna be an anniversary. Um so then he goes to Wanda. He's gonna go to work and that stuff. And then he goes like this. Then my favorite part, when he goes like this, changes. How he's like purple and that stuff, like from the Marvel comics. He changes, and he goes to a human form, and Wanda, stuck at home, and while Vision, went to work and that stuff. So then she goes, and then she hears a knock at the door, and sh- then it was her next door neighbor on the right. Her name was Agnes, and she's like Agnes. She's a witch, supposedly, like in the comic books. So she's like, she asking her, how, why did she move here? Where did she move from? And why are you married? And blah blah. All these questions she says, and she wanted to say, doesn't remember because she can't tell the lady like, oh, I've been with Vision for forever, and she doesn't know. So um yeah, and then so then um because Agnes is trying to find out, she goes, so did you have a moving company help you out? And you know how um Wanda didn't want to tell her she used her magical powers cause to move in, because but so yeah, so then we see a scene that where Vision, he's at his office, and he's working on this like calculator, and he goes to the guy, one of his coworkers. Actually, he goes, actually, what do we do around here? And he goes, oh, um, I don't know. He goes, I don't know, or something like that. But our numbers is going up. It's like 300. Ever since you came here, our productivity went up, because, you know, because he was amazed that he had all this work for him already done and that stuff. And he's like, man, you're like a walking computer. And, and Vision doesn't want to, like, doesn't say anything, because we know he's a computer. So then, yeah, and so then he goes, his boss, you know, um, was gonna come out, and it said hard on it, and then it's no wonder what that little heart meant, but then that Mr. Hart says, I hope that you because Vision probably like invited him to come over to his house, and but Vision didn't like forgot, he didn't know what that little heart represented, but it was abbreviation for heart, for to make the dinner date. So then they so then he goes, calls his wife and Wanda, and to tell her that to get the food prepared and the dinner prepared, but Wanda, she doesn't know any idea. She's talking to Agnes, about how to get her, like for the anniversary, like what kind of she's thinking is like it's like anniversary and that stuff. So but she's like pretending like it's an anniversary and that stuff. And so then they, later on they came into the house with the his boss and his wife, and it was dark, and then Wanda, she's dressed up like in a negligee, but in the 1950s, like that, and she goes up to the her boss. She's like pretending who it is, and he just, and then he turns on the light. Vision turns on the light. He goes, Wanda, what are you doing? And it's just like, and she was like this because she didn't want to show her dress to the boss. But then Vision says, well, this is like a tradition that we in her nationality, because she's not American. She's like from a different race, and so he said this is the nationally way that they introduce yourself, so they dress up like this. And um, but yeah. So then Wanda, she goes to Vision, and she's um like she does the same thing to surprise him, and then she's like, "Guess what?" And she like introduces herself to them. But yeah. So then Vision, I guess he went talked to Wanda in the kitchen and told him that, what are you doing? Why are you dressed like this? are you dressed like this? She says, this is not the way you dressed. You can see visitors, you know. And she goes, oh, I thought it was supposed to be our anniversary. It was what anniversary? Because they don't know anything. Thing was going on. So then goes, well, did you see the calendar with the heart? And that's the abbreviation for the Hardy family to come over. So then so then they went back to the talks to the um Vision talked to the the Hart's family and stuff. And while Wanda's trying to prepare um dinner or for them and that stuff. But then they don't have anything in the house because Vision doesn't eat it. So yeah, you see this Agnes and she comes into the door and she's bringing all these ingredients and that stuff to make it to make a meal and that stuff. And then like she's Wanda is trying to tell her to like get out of here because she's like, should I preheat the oven, and that stuff to get ready? And so then she got her out in there and she's preparing the food, but then like she's using her magical powers to make the food, and she burns the chicken, and then she tries to rewind it, and she rewinds all the way so that it is chicken, like a chicken egg, is a chicken egg, but I don't know why there's like so many chicken eggs if it's only one meal. So then, yeah, and then there's a scene that they also had lobsters, but so then the she heard the heart wife heard a noise and she's like she wanted to go and see what's going on in the kitchen, help Wanda out, with the meal, and Vision is trying to distract her and to not go in there because she and well the heart like she tried to open the door window on the um the shutters um and you could see like all the ingredients like flying in the air like that like that. So Vision tries to distract her and he sings yakety yak, don't come back. And then he's trying to distract her and that stuff because you don't want see her to see all these food flying in the air, magically her using her powers and that stuff. So he distracts her with the songs, and then he says, in the one part he says, "Old MacDonald's had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on this farm he had a," and he goes to his boss, and so yeah, and then so then they hear another bang. She was gonna go in there, and I guess um they were actions about they were pretty hungry, so why is it taking so long and stuff like that. And yeah, I guess when he distracted them, the food, some somebody at the door knocked at the door, and it was Agnes's, and she says, "You forgot your pineapple for your upside pineapple meal." And then the heart lady says, "Who is that?" And the Vision says, "Well, it was a telegram thing. So it was nobody. So then because they closed the door. They closed the door before she could see who it was. So then they were like hungry and that stuff. And then so then we see that Wanda, she's setting up the table using her magical powers, and whatever she served was like for breakfast. And he goes, breakfast for dinner, and he goes, Yeah, that sounds so much European. European. Because she's European. Wanda's European, so they were gonna go eat, and then in this part where they're eating like steak and that stuff. And the Mr. Hart, he like chokes on something that he ate, and he's like, you see him talking, and his wife is like, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. You know, she doesn't know what's going on, and you see Wanda, she's startled, and Vision is, and he's choking. He's about to die, and choking to death, and you just hear, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it, stop it. And then like later on, he falls on the floor, and then finally Wanda says, Vision, help him out. So then he goes, so then he goes and uses his his powers, and he goes, puts his hand inside of the body of the Mr. Hart, and he takes out the meat out of there. But they he didn't say thank you or anything like that. I was surprised, like he didn't say anything thank you. So they says, look, it's time for us, to go. And he goes, um, so then they walk walk into the door, and then they open the door, and you can see the lobster, because it was a lobster that they were using, and he goes, I never seen like a knocker used as like a lobster. So so then yeah so then they leave it, and so that's how it ended. So then what was really funny, like at the ending when they're playing the ending credits, it looked like it was like the beginning. Like they were playing the credits from the beginning of the episode, but then as soon as it got to the end, here comes the credits for the ending, for the episode. So, and then you see that it goes into a video screen, like somebody's watching it, because it's like a TV show, and but yeah, that's episode 1. That's so if you have not watched it, I'm telling you, you need to watch it. So um but I'm gonna make another video about episode 2. So, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'm gonna be breaking down all of episodes of WandaVision. So, this is King Pookie, and I'll see you in the next video in episode 2. So, all right, peace.